Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new TV show breakdown, spoiler review of an episode here on Mac Talk Movies. Today we're going to break down the season 2 premiere in spoiler fashion of HBO's Euphoria. Season 1 came out the summer of 2019, and then 2020 came two releases, two mini episodes, one Rue, one Jules, and now we get finally season 2, a year and a half after season 1 debuted. My name is Max Sandberg. Welcome back to Max Talks. We're talking Max Talk shows basically today. Euphoria season 2, episode 1. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell, do movie reviews, TV show reviews like this, doing platform reviews, movie rankings, and a box office breakdown show every single Monday here on the channel. Please comment down below your thoughts, spoilers. Let them all come out in the comment section down below. What was the most shocking, intense, funniest part of the episode? What are your big theories for season 2 of Euphoria? And also, please like the video, the thumbs up. That's how you support this channel the best way. So let's talk Euphoria. So I originally really don't do breakdowns of, I guess, drama-like shows. I really have done breakdown shows for shows like Invincible, the MCU shows, Boba Fett. So I really keep it more to, I guess, the mainstream Star Wars, Marvel. But I am very passionate about this show. This is definitely one of the best shows on TV, and I think it deserves. And after really watching the episode, I had a lot to talk about. I thought doing that here every single week is a great way to do so. I know a lot of you out there are mega fans of the show like me, so let's break it down. So again, I just go off in tangents. We'll go from here. So it really was the first 30 minutes was basically a Fezco origin story. I'd say the first 15 minutes is basically a Fez origin story where he is raised by his grandmother, which is totally a really great way to start the season was having Fez, because one of the big questions was Fez okay at the end of season 1? Fez is such a great character. Angus Cloud plays Fez, really, really great performance. And this episode really gives him the most to do in the entire series thus far. Not even just the fact that he is the origin story, but also in the party scene in the second half of the episode, he is a big mixture of what happens in this episode. We'll get to that in just a sec. We'll break it down by characters in just a second. So we'll start with Fez. So it's Fez's origin story, raised by his grandmother. They really casted the young Fez really well. Then you learn about how him and Ashtray met. Obviously, Ashtray was a baby at the time that was brought to his grandmother's house, and then the parents never came back. So they became basically brothers, non-blood related brothers, which I thought was a really nice dynamic that was in season 1, hinted at, but now really put into the forefront in the beginning of season 2, which then sets up this big confrontation where Fez is going to make a deal and Ashtray's with her, and then Rue is in the back of the car. So the last time we saw Rue chronologically was the end of the Jules episode in 2020, the pandemic episode exclusive for Euphoria. Rue did show up after the events of her own episode to confront Jules in her house, didn't really say anything and just left. And she's obviously on a lot of drugs, is on with Fez. And then this girl in the back of the car, Fez, and we don't know that the Rue and this girl get captured. Basically, we thought captured, kidnapped, but it's just this woman, this drug overlord, this woman who is just checking that they all don't have wires, wants them all to go naked. And it gets really intense when this guy basically chokes out Rue, puts her in the shower, drink. I mean, it was so intense, and it was right off the bat. It just hits really, really hard right off the bat with this episode. And then Rue just takes off her pants and says, didn't want to do it in front of everyone. The guy after that just lets her go. And then Fez goes business with the woman. And then that sets up Rue being, for some reason, really excited and then really just breaking down what happened in an exciting way, even though it was a again, one of the more terrifying moments in all of Euphoria is Rue joking about it. And that's where, again, the Zendaya performance earned her an Emmy. And she could be on her way to another one with this season, because she's, again, off the charts. And I said this in Spider-Man and Dune and Malcolm Marine, she's a great actress. This is really the performance for her that really separates herself from her other work. It's a really excellent performance. She was rapping that first time you saw her in this episode. And this, you're kind of breaking it down, kind of laughing about it, and Fez is taking it very seriously. And it's a very serious situation. You don't blame him. But Rue's kind of joking about this is kind of the only only person that Fez does business with that's a woman. And that's why Rue was kind of joking about it. This then sets up the party, which is the last 30 minutes. That was the first 30-minute chunk of the 60-minute episode. Then the second half of the episode was basically the party, the New Year's party, obviously following up with our New Year's. Again, it came out January 9th, so a week after our New Year's, but really feels like the same time because I can't believe we're already 10 years past into 2021. But 2022, sorry. So this sets up the first part, which is the Cassie and the Nate dynamic. So Cassie is pissed off. We heard from her sister Lexi in the party that Cassie's drunk and got mad at her and just got in someone's car. She's at this convenience store. She's pissed off. And then that's where Nate shows up, and Nate gets her a beer, kind of jokes around her, and offers her a ride to the party, which is then another intense moment in the episode where Nate is drinking and driving and speeding at over 100 miles per hour. It's all, again, trying to basically woo Cassie. There's them having sex in the bathroom in the party, and then Maddie knocks on the door, which is obviously conflicting. Nate's ex, Cassie's best friend, all going on. So many different dynamics going on. So Nate basically holds on until Cassie can hide in the shower. Nate leaves. Maddie goes in to use the bathroom. This sets up Maddie's whole subplot with this guy who she's kind of flirting with. And the funny part of the episode is when Cassie is basically exposed, but you can't really see her. Maddie's friend basically is like, "Oh, is it funny? There's a woman just asleep in the bathroom, and Maddie doesn't even want to check. She wants to go dance." Saves Cassie. Cassie goes out. That's basically her part of the episode. Nate has a lot more to do. We'll get to Nate in just a second. Jules is at the party with Kat, just hanging out. Really, for the most part, she's just kind of looking for Rue. She has Fez, Rue somewhere. Rue, at this point, finds someone in the back, a new character in the episode who basically saves her from the cardiac arrest. Seems like they have a very nice relationship. Seems like he's going to be a big deal in this season. I don't know if it's going to be a love triangle or anything like that, but he gets involved. And this sets up the big conversation, first real conversation between Rue, who's very much on drugs, very high, and Jules, which then leads to Rue basically saying that the moment you left on that train at the end of season 1, the relapse happened, which is a lot to put on Jules. It was a very realistic thing that happened, but also a very rude thing to say to someone. It was a lot going on. But this then opens Rue up, and Rue wants the relationship. They both kiss. That's basically their end of the episode. After Rue ends the episode saying "damn," after Fez attacks Nate. This then sets up also in the episode the relationship between Fez and Madi Apatow's character, Lexi. Lexi's a person who's very quiet, isn't really the popular girl or as flashy as Cassie or Maddie, but has so much to offer. It's one of the most underrated performances of the show is Maude Apatow. It's a really great performance, one of the more relatable characters, especially for me, the entire episode. Some of the things she says, her talk with Fez was really, Fez was clearly, on stuff. It was a really genuine conversation because finally someone's actually like listening to Lexi, even though like she's been friends with Ruth since like pre-K. This was like the first honest relationship that Lexi's had with anyone else in the entire show. That hopefully that continues because even Lexi knew that Fez was going after Nate. But Nate kind of has all of the drama in this episode because McKay comes back into the episode. I thought there's a lot going on in this party, and it all, for some reason, just feels great together. A lot of credit to Sam Levinson, who directed the episode. It's a really fantastically shot and directed episode. So after the Nate and Cassie stuff happens, McKay comes back. Basically, Cassie's like, "I'm not a good person. I'm not worth being anyone's girlfriend at the moment." That kind of heartbreaks McKay. And Nate kind of goes all over, very inappropriate, very threatening, very intimidating, all over McKay. And this sets up the big conflict of the episode, which is finally the last time we saw Fez and Nate in the same room. Fez said, "If you do anything, I'm going to kill you," to Nate. And that happened in episode, I think the second to last episode of the series. Nate's chilling at the bar. Fez comes up. And Nate's like, "Even the last time we were talking, you wanted to kill me." He's like, "New Year's resolutions." And Fez slashes the glass and starts beating the crap out of Nate. We've seen Nate beat people up. This is the worst beat up attack I think we've seen in all of Euphoria. It's a really brutal attack. Maddie and Cassie go off with Nate to the hospital, and Fez leaves the whole episode in my jaw was on the ground when that started happening. And we end with Rue saying "damn." So overall, this is a really fantastic episode. Again, as much as, yes, the actors are fantastic, and they are. Jacob Elordi, Zendaya, everyone's on, Cindy Sweeney, everyone's on point. Hunter Schafer, everyone's on point in this show. But just as much as they are fantastic, Sam Levinson deserves tons of credit. The way the episode is shot, it doesn't feel like you're in the same show as Euphoria, but also season 1, but also feels a little bit different. There's a different type of shots. The episode's so colorful, but also really well shot. And overall, this is definitely one of the best shows on TV. Can't wait to talk about them with you guys the coming week. Give me your big theories in the comment section down below. Like the video, and I'll see you guys soon.